Hey, welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having an absolute magical day, and thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. It truly means a lot. We're back with a new Magic the Gathering Arena Standard Best of 1 Mythic Rank deck guide with bonus sideboard. In today's video, we'll present the deck, talking about the list, the strategies and synergies held within, then moving on to demonstrate this within our Mythic Rank gameplay footage against the best decks and players in the world right now. Of course, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, that sideboard guide that I mentioned, pack openings coming soon, so soon, should just be another day or two, and then we can open a pack to end each video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. You can also become a YouTube member to support the channel further, gaining access to some goodies, the biggest of which is the Sunday members YouTube live stream, and we're doing one-on-one challenges here, so it's a lot of fun. You want to play against me directly, it's as easy as becoming a YouTube member. So again, just thank you all so much for this amazing opportunity, and let's take a look at the newest deck, which just happens to be a 5-color legendary humans build. All right, we do have some non-humans in the deck, but the majority of them are human. It's a 5-color legend build, 60 card, 3.5 average mana value, 24 lands, and well, there's a lot of ramp here, so we're not worried about having too many lands. Let's go through the newest additions to the deck that you may be unfamiliar with. Djeru and Hazoret for 5 mana, 2 generic, double mountain, single plains, is a 5 power, 4 toughness legendary creature, human god. And as long as you can have 1 or fewer cards in hand, Hazoret and Djeru will have haste and vigilance whenever they attack. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may exile a legendary creature card from among them, put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order, and then until the end of turn, you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost, which is ridiculous, because we can literally cast an Atraxa Jodah for 0, which is just straight up ungodly. Aside from that, we have Thalia and Gitrog Monster for 4 mana, 1 generic, 1 plains, 1 swamp, 1 forest within the Abzan side colors there, as a 4 power, 4 toughness legendary creature, human frog horror, with first strike and death touch. You may play an additional land on each of your turns, and creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control will enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever Thalia and the Gitrog monsters attack, you're going to sacrifice either a creature or land forcefully and draw a card, so be prepared for that. But at the end of the day, we love to draw. So these are the only new additions to our main board, filling in what was already a very powerful deck. Just a couple spices here and there, and we're off to the races. We're into the top 1,500 from like 97%, right? So just climbing through that mythic rank with the build. The cards that you are probably already familiar with, and really what the deck all revolves around, is going to be Jodah the Unifier for 5 mana, 1 color of each source, as a 5 power, 5 toughness legendary creature, human wizard. Sorry, distracted by Miss Mai here. She's got the flagpole up. She's like, it's time to bath, baby. Let's go. Anyways, legendary creatures you control get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures that you control. Whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile the top card of your library until you exile another legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana value or mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This is going to free cast lesser mana value. It's like a cascade effect, which is very, very cool, in the addition that it buffs up our entire field, which is quite nice. All right, so we have not only Jodah, but we have Atraxa here as well for 7 mana, 3 generic, within an additional forest, plains, island, and swamp. I think that's witch colors if we had to get down and dirty, or your. As a 7 power, 7 toughness legendary creature, Phyrexian Angel, with flying, vigilance, death touch, and lifelink. Oh my gosh. And whenever it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library, and then for each card type, you may put a card of that type revealed this way into your hand, the rest in the bottom in random order. Artifact, battle, creature, enchantment, instant, land, planeswalker, and sorcery are all card types, so a massive potential draw here, which is really cool. We don't have a lot of other cards. We've got some enchantments, some instances, and sorceries, I think. and creatures and lands, right? But at the end of the day, you get that 7/7 that's going to cascade with Jodah downwards, which is really nice. And then the flying Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink doesn't hurt either, right? Oakley Dokley, we also have a Sigarda, Champion of Light for 4 mana, 1 generic, 1 forest, double plains as a 4 power, 4 toughness legendary creature angel with flying and trample, giving humans that we control +1/+1. It also has Coven, and whenever it attacks, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, which is the Coven, mechanic, look at the top 5 cards of your library and you may reveal a human creature card from among them, put it into your hand, the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. So I like Sigarda. It pushes up the team, it provides more draw. How could you go wrong? And it's, 4/4 flying with trample creature, right? It's going to get +X/+X, so it's got double evasion in the air and trample once Jodah's in play. It's very nice. We've mentioned a couple creatures in here, Hazoret and Djeru, Jodah, and Atraxa, all having 5 power or more on their creature, right? Which is nice for Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, one of the main cards of the deck early on. For 3 mana, 2 generic, 1 force, 2 power, 3 toughness, legendary creature, Elf, Druid, Scout, that can tap to add 2 mana of any color combination. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells and activate abilities of creature cards. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, and untap it, allowing you to retap it for more mana. Right? That's so good. The 2 mana of any color is great for Jodah. For Atraxa, right? You pay 3 mana, and then all of a sudden next turn you can cast for 6, as you got your 4th land in play. This generates 2 mana. It's going to untap. You're actually casting for 8 mana that turn. Absolutely ridiculous. So very nice things there with Eyes of Gwenna. And not our only way to ramp in the deck. We also have 3 copies of Katilda, Dawnhart Prime. 1 forest, 1 plains as a 1 power, 1 toughness legendary creature human warlock. Protection from werewolves. I guess. Suck it, Brutal Cathar. Human creatures you control have tap to add 1 mana of this creature's colors. Very, very good. We can also pay 6 to tap it to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that we happen to control, which is decent. We have some protection and tax in the deck. Tax through Thalia. The other Thalia things come in tapped, that's basic tax. But the Guardian of Thraben as well for 2 mana, 1 generic, 1 plains, 2 power, 1 toughness, legendary creature, human soldier with first strike. Non-legendary spells cost 1 more to cast from our opponent, which is very good. And then protection through Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard, 1 mountain, 1 forest, 3 power, 3 toughness, legendary creature, human soldier that we can sacrifice at instant speed, giving all of our legendary creatures +1/+0 and indestructible until the end of turn. Very, very nice. As well as Melira, the Living Cure, 1 forest, 1 plains, 3 power, 3 toughness here as well. Legendary creature, human scout. And if you would get 1 or more poison counters instead, you get only 1 poison counter. You can't get additional poison counters this turn, thank the Lord. And you can also exile it at instant speed to choose another target creature or artifact. When it's put into the graveyard this turn, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control, which is pretty nice. And then finally, we can protect through Skrelv, Defector Mite for 1 plains, a 1 power, 1 toughness legendary artifact creature. Phyrexian Mite with Toxic 1. It cannot block, and it can pay 1 Phyrexian plains to tap, choosing a color. Another target creature you control will gain Toxic 1 and Hexproof from the chosen color until end of turn. It can also not be blocked by creatures of that color, which is really nice evasion style attack if they have a single color blocking, in common. So, removal within Loran of the Third Path, 3 mana, 2 generic, 1 plains, 2 power, 1 toughness, legendary creature, human artificer with vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Furthermore, we can tap it. You and target opponent each draw a card, which is, it's neat, very, very cute. Removal through drag to the bottom for 4 mana, 2 generic, double swamp at sorcery speed with domain. Each creature gets -X until the end of turn, where X is 1 plus the number of basic land types among lands that you control. This is really cool because Jodah is going to push the whole team up with that +X ability, and then we can wipe their side of the field while keeping ours intact. It's beautiful. It is truly phenomenal. And then finally, Leyline Binding for 6 mana, 4 copies of this in deck as an enchantment with flash and domain, costing 1 less to cast for each basic land type that we happen to control. It exiles non-land permanent until it leaves the battlefield, right? We have plenty of Triumphs in deck to get that out on the cheap, and increase the power of drag to bottom. The courtyards will name human or angel, probably just human 9 times out of 10 there though, right? Plaza hits all legendaries for any color, and then, like I said, the gardens, the proving grounds, and the towers for the triumphs for the domain. We have the green and white primarily because Eyes of Gwenna, Katilda, we need those in play. They're going to unlock our other colors, okay? And then some basics if we have to search them, which is no problem here. The sideboard, which we will talk about when we wrap up after today's gameplay, because I know we've been at it for a minute. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Show that support. Help your boy. And you can also become a YouTube member like I mentioned earlier. But most importantly, just kick back, relax, and enjoy the 5-colored Legends deck. You can't tell me what to do. I'm keeping 7. Proving Grounds on 1. Thicket on 2 with Thalia. Heroes on 3 with Gwenna. Right? Big ol' bait down. Gaining that life. We're down to 18. They go to 22. Quit cheating, bro. Must accumulate more mana base. Oh, that is fire, dude. Draw, Delphia. Discarding another Denic. Mite. Huh. I don't see a hit here. They're taking it. I mean, free life gain, I guess. What's up, Maya? How are you? Cat in the house. Well, Cat Bud in the house, anyways. HCG, get that thing out of here. So we want a red and a red. And you are active. You untap the Eyes of Gaia. Thank you very much. Too bad none of these are enchantments or artifacts. We would have 1 mana, 2 mana. Okay. Right, because this is a green, this is a white. Let's just keep playing. Just keep playing. Just keep playing. Not a bad turn. You know? Second black source. Ooh. This is gonna kill us too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I say we just go for it. 1 or fewer. So that'll work. Unfortunately, Plaza goes down, but top deck Jodah. So they probably want to kill that. Or like have a hard counter on my Jodah. Oh, I should have tapped this. Doesn't matter. And then we can wipe the field. There's no counter spell. This is pure flex. Hello, good game. Wow. Let's exile to protect Jodah. And then they do get the field wipe because Jodah leaves and that minus has already been applied and now the plus effect is gone. But we get Jodah and, you know, they're going to be tapped out. We're good to go. Right, we can rebuild our field. Opponent goes first. Let's keep 7. We play a green source here on 1. Plaza is a white source. Living Cure on 2. Mono red is going to destroy us. Most likely. Oh, yes. Get curved out, dude. Maybe they play an enchantment or artifact we can take. Drag to the bottom will be good as well. Let's hit that immediately. I don't want to protect one of their creatures. Is it just till end of turn? I think it is. We probably could have gone away with it. This turn, yeah. Just another chump blocker to slow them down. I want to keep the single target removal till after the field wipe. More Phoenix checks. More Swift Spears. You got one more creature in there, dude? Why not? Why wouldn't you? My bro. Let's just stop as much as we can. Clean it up. I mean, too many lands in our hand here. 2 cards in hand. Maybe they're, you know, gonna brick out, but it doesn't look like it. Oh my god, I don't have a white source in play. That's brutal. Now we do because Thalia has a white source. Saved by the Plaza. Right? Saved by the Plaza? Easy. Or saved by the Thalia. Screw Thalia. Look at Gitrog. This dude's coming at you with his tongue. You know? Get out of there. I think Thalia defends. For now. Give me a Jodah, baby. Give me that Jodah, baby. Thank you. Now the fun really begins. Can we survive next turn? 6 life. Oh, wow. They're going for it. Can they get it? It's a land. Classic. Oh, dang it. Me too. This is lethal, though. Super lethal now. We don't get to play it, though. Sack a Plaza. with the draw. Still lethal, but you know, it's good to showcase the deck's ability. Opponent goes first. Practically cheating. It's okay, though, because we have a turn 2 Katilda. And I like that. Hello. Good game. I do not like to play against Grixis, though. Just leave. If you're a Grixis player, you know, just get out of town. Just frig off, will ya, Randy? I hope to get the third land. If not, we can still Mite. They're upset with Thalia. You better be, dude. Oh, they remove her here? Oh, counterspell. Bully for you, bro. So the fact that we're bricking is less than ideal. Shouldered, am I right? On turn 4. Just like always. Don't worry, I'm only crewing it to hit for 4 additional damage for the turn. Oh, this is a human, right? Hit for 2 like an absolute Chad. Get cut, dude. Big old booty bait down here to 10. We draw to 8. And cry. I shouldn't have drawn. Did the draw automatically go through here? I think it did. My bad. Let's take Shelly. They draw, that's fine. Bodyguard in play. Hit for 1. Ayo, River. Look at that, I'm flexing. Down to 19. Another? Let's put a stop there just in case. I'm gonna let him have it. Sucks, but it's literally all we can do. This isn't a human, right? It's not bad. Big hit. I told you, I'm coming for you. This Mite don't mess around, dude. 4 cards in hand. I suspect removal. We do have the Bodyguard. You leave me alone. Get out of here. So that puts it on everybody. Right, Indestructible Cross. Jodah's active. Is there a counterspell? No. Big hit. We are sacking the forest. Pretty good draw. Massive hit. They're down to 5. We have 4 life. I think we survive and invoke. Like, dang. We're right on the edge. Land and tapped. 4 cards in hand. They'd kill Jodah, right? Bruh. No, it's... You got to try to go for the win, right? You're in the top 1800. Do not lose. Timer's up. 4 cards out. They have a draw. Draw makes a blocker. That's 2 mana. Also makes a treasure. They'd have 4 available after the draw. Here comes the draw. Pilot, draw, treasure. Very good. Good game. They don't see what they want. And we are good to go. We're gonna slam this Champion of Light. Buff the team up and smash in for Leith. All right, opponent goes first. The audacity, you know? I like the that red land. Turn 2 Thalia. Probably gets countered. Nope. Which is great, because Thalia is really good against mono blue. Aww. Stop it. More land. Oh, Jin. Ginny my chin chin. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Too many forests. I need, you know, to reduce my binding here. Thirsted up. So now we're playing into counter magic, which I cannot stand. Counter magic up. Land out. Red. Red. We go with Jodah first. We deserve to get countered. Yeah. They're always going to have counter magic, though. We still untap, which is nice. And then I don't think Thalia is going to get countered. That should be safe. Moment of Truth is a very good inclusion in the deck. It's like someone's peeping my new lists. I recently was playing with the Tempo deck. And Moment of Truth is very, very good. Also, people weren't using... Get that other card from last set. I think a lot of people slept on too. Surveil is really hot, I guess is what I mean to say. That's a big draw. We're dead and T- now. But, you know, they're tapped out and that's pretty funny for me. This adds a black and blue, reducing the binding by 2. Close. But I gotta take it now. Get smashed. Down to 14. They're probably gonna play like a terror. Another Jin. Wow. And its sidekick, the terror. Which is frightening, let's be honest. Should have played Hazoret earlier. No, because Hazoret can find another Jodah, I think. Weighing their options. Okay, planes in play. When it untaps, adds a +1 counter. Regardless of it, this is countered or not, it's not. Hopefully they don't have a bounce. I don't want to attack right into them. I'd rather take the chance. I think they have it. Which I deserve to get punished, I guess, right? Oh, it's a march. Whew. Okay. Brutal. And then if they counter us next turn or have another march, it's going to be game. We keep the Mite back. 9, 10. We need 4 extra. I think we just go for it. No. I mean, technically we have blockers. But all it takes is another march, right? This is only hex, indestructible, not hexproof. Oh my gosh! I'll never know how. Nice. I'll never know how we got that. Top 700 mono blue player. We're hunting today. All right. Opponent goes first. Aren't they always? Just gives me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. Let's keep 7. Going on 3 is always the most important thing. We have on 3. That's going to open up a Thalia. And Sigarda. They're going all in. Toxic decks are good. You know, these are really hard to beat. This drag to the bottom is going to need to save us. Do not dare play the censor. I'll have a BF. I'll do it. Sentry's pretty good. Keeps my creature alive when I take it back. This can just block. We do have a second, so that's fine. Just keeps a toxic counter off us, right? What you got over there, Willis? What you doing over there, Willis? 4 cards in hand. 3 available mana. They can play to 4, I believe. They've not played a land yet this turn. Get butched, baby. Oh my god. Menace. Hit for 6. Toxic 3 to 4. Why don't you attack with the ones that can't block? And keep the one that can block back. I'm so confused. Oh, get convoked, dude. Get convoked. Get convoked. Convoke. Human. One, 2, 3, 4. -5. Thank you very much. Really only needs to do 4 because it's killing the butcher anyways. This won't do anything. It's non-targeted, so bye-bye. And I'll take my Mite back. Thank you. Pilgrim out. I don't like that. Let's take the first strike, I guess. No attack. We're playing a little bit defensively here. I guess the Pilgrim just with that is very good as well. It's crazy that the Butcher can come back so easily. It's kicked for the Sentry. Nice. Very good. Let's play our eyes. I don't really want to sack a land. Just play defensively, I guess. Not great. They're gaining a bunch of life here. We need a big draw. Jodah. Atraxa. Hazoret. Another hive, because they know this sentry's not going to work. They're just going to go super wide. Big money, no whammies. Thank you. So this is a red. And a blue. It's going to untap the eyes. And then Living Cure. I guess we don't have a 1-drop other than the Mite. Should have attacked with the Mite first and then dropped to play it, I guess. But we still want just protection. I guess we're chilling for a bit. The Death Touch is annoying, and, you know, they can hit for quite a bit if they do drop Menace on us, which I assume is going to happen. They're just going to take the Mite, and that's fine. I have a backup. And Sigarda will probably grab it. Actually, oh, we only have one white because this is human. She's an angel, so it still has to be done. Thalia's good. I mean, any creature is good. And then let's get that Mite active as well. There's no 0-drops in the deck. That'd be cool if there was. Okay. I'm gonna sack the courtyard. Swinging for 12. First strike, so there's no life gain. We lose life. Land out. These Mites are ultra annoying. They're going to try to take lethal with Menace. With poison. Oh, no. We've really got to make a move. That means all in next turn. Oh, that's really bad, actually. Well, I guess they think it's not so bad. But also very bad. Hey, top 1500 Jodah deck, baby. We have won more matches than I expected. Let me just be frank. Oh my god. Becky, look at that deck. It's just so big. I loved it. How would you mix it up? I'm not sure that you could build a better version than this. Maybe you could. I'd love your thoughts and opinions down below. Absolutely loving the new additions. Djeru and Hazoret, you're phenomenal. Free to playing a Jodah or an Atraxa is ridiculous. And of course, Thalia is a pretty cool addition as well. That first strike death touch is so freaking rude, Randy. And then, you know, of course, who doesn't love a little bit of draw and ramp if we happen to have a lot of lands too, right? So let me know what you think of the deck in the comments below. We get through the sideboard guide here. Our first card is the Surge of Salvation, running 2 copies of this, 1 mana, instant speed. You and permanents you control gain Hexproof until the end of turn, prevent all damage that black and or red sources would deal to creatures that you control this turn, right? So sometimes burn down the house can get us. That's quite annoying. Other times we're being targeted directly. I don't like that, and this is a nice cheap fix. We have a copy of Ossification, 2 of them here. 2 mana as an enchantment aura. When it enters the battlefield, and it's the ETB that we like here. Exile target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. We have Atraxa's Fall for 2 mana at sorcery speed, destroying target artifact, battle, enchantment, or creature with flying, right? Because we're going to have to get those opposing Atraxas out of there if we're going to get the W. An additional drag to bottom, which we appreciate. An additional Atraxa, which we appreciate for the life gain, for the longer matches, of course, for the draw, right? The removal through the aggro matches here. That Ossification, which we mentioned. Negate. We don't want to get hit by field wipes. Farewell is brutal. Get that thing out of here. Negate specializes in that. The Wandering Emperor is also pretty cool in control matches. If they're casting Farewell, you can retain some value. It's still a legendary spell, which is quite cool as well. And, you know, who doesn't like to exile and make tokens and apply +1 counters? Doubling ETBs potentially with Elish Norn. Oh yeah, that's why we wanted Ossification as well, and it really does go good with the main board also. And then finally, one of my favorites, Vanquish the Horde for 6. 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield, destroy all creatures. We can receive the reduction in casting cost, and then sacrifice the Loyal Bodyguard, gaining Indestructible. Wipe their side of the field, keep ours, smash in with the +1 that the Bodyguard provides. So this is absolutely phenomenal if you do have to wipe your opponent's side of the field. And they're playing lots of creatures too, right? So that is the sideboard. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have an absolute magical rest of the day. Maybe watch some more content, who knows? Become a YouTube member, that would be cool as well. Hit me up in the Discord, and we'll see everybody, like I said, on Sunday for those one-on-one matches for the YouTube members. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you soon in the next.